Hi everyone, this is Christian here on YouTube, and I wanted to start this week strong along with you. And I'm telling you this because in this specific video, I'm going to give you a full tutorial as to how you're supposed to do money management when you're trading. If this is the first video you guys are watching in my channel, I do a lot of software reviews, broker reviews, scam alerts, and video tutorials with strategies just like this one. So if you guys are new here, you should consider subscribing. We're a bunch of, we have a Facebook signals group 100% free, and this is one of the biggest communities of binary options, CFD, and Forex in the world. So with that being said, let's jump into the training. All right, everyone. So this is gonna be a very, I'm gonna try to keep it short because there's a lot of information in here that I need to share with you so that you guys actually get the message, right? But I wanna try to make it as short as possible. But this is a money management with online trading. The guide to be making, oh, okay. The guide to make, this is the first mistake I've done with this trading, all right? The guide to make real money with online trading. I guess I try to put like the guide to make real money with online trading, but what the hell, let's go ahead and start with the trading. We're going to start with the first question, right? Like very important here. What is money management, right? I mean, you've heard probably this in my YouTube channel before, and you're like, but hey, yeah, I understand that you want me to have money management skills, but what is exactly, how do I get them? What am I supposed to do and what am I not supposed to do, right? So let me go ahead and give you a brief explanation as to what is money management. It's available, control your available balance. Now, many people is actually like having $100. Some people has $1,000, and some people even have like $10 or $10,000. Regardless of how much is it that you have, money management is the availability of controlling that balance that you already have. Right? That's basically what it is. It also means squeeze the losses, which means reduce them. All right. Try to have as fewer losses as you can. That way, you're not going to lose that much money, and you're going to have some control over your emotions, which we're going to mention in just a little bit. But squeeze your losses. This is money management: is control your available balance, squeeze your losses, and increase your profits. All right, these three things is what money management is all about. All right, like this is like summing up. All right, it's just like what it is in general. I hope you guys get the idea. If not, I'm gonna be answering comments in the comment section below as usual as well. So I want to start with this training by telling you the 5 biggest mistakes that people make and when they don't have money management skills. All right, the 5 biggest mistakes. I've done these mistakes, and that's why I know them, right? Of course, obviously, I'm not going to talk to you about something that I don't know. All right, so one of the first one is investing what you don't have. All right, investing what you don't have. This means I'm going to go to my brother, I'm going to go to my friends, I'm going to go to the bank, and I'm just going to ask for a loan. You know, I'm going to borrow some money and then I'm going to invest it. All right. This is one of the biggest mistakes people do. Don't invest money if you don't have it. All right. And I'm going to like try to extend that a little bit in a little further in this training, but definitely don't invest money you don't have at the moment. All right. And I'm going to explain you why in just a little bit, but just keep that in mind. And I hope you have a notebook and you're writing down this. You can just backward the video and watch it as many times as you guys can, as long as you guys understand this topic perfectly, because I want you to actually get it. Right? It's going to help you guys a lot. Now, second mistake is investing on recommendations, right? It's like people, hey, do you see the Bitcoin is actually jumping? You should invest in that. And you're like, hey, you know what? Yeah, the Bitcoin is actually jumping. So I'm going to invest all my money in there. And then when you see next week, Bitcoin is coming down. It happens all the time. It can happen to you. So try not to make this mistake. well, not try. I mean, trying is actually useless if you don't like achieve your target. So don't do this mistake. Don't invest in recommendations. All right. Try to do your own analysis and don't follow advice of people who's not doing good. All right. Hope that makes sense as well. Third mistake is gambling. Now, if you want to gamble, you go to Vegas and you invest your money and you gamble with it, and then you have a good time, right? You get drunk, you party, and then you come back without the money that you were getting, but you don't go to Vegas and you expect to become rich and then come back as a rich person, right? You know that you're gambling, you're playing with money. So don't make this mistake with binary options, Forex, or online trading in general. All right. Don't think that, okay, so today I'm going to win, but tomorrow I'm going to lose, but tomorrow I'm going to win a little more. No, it's not the way it is. You have to find a way to actually be profitable on a weekly basis so that you can have a steady income. Well, not steady, but at least you have highest chances to actually return money into your bank account. I hope that makes sense as well. This is mistake number 3. Mistake number 4 is withdrawing too fast. All right. People is actually like, okay, I got like $10 in my account or $100 in my account, and then I make $300. Oh, I'm going to withdraw $250 and I'm going to trade just with $50. Right. Try to be patient. Unless you actually really need that money, like to survive, for food, for your family or something, for an emergency. If you don't need it for it, then just go ahead and keep it there and try to grow your account a little more. All right. I'd say you can grow your account 10 times what your deposit was. And then you can like just withdraw then your $300 that you wanted in the first place once you have a bigger balance and you have more money to keep investing with. Does that make sense? Give a thumbs up on this video if you're finding value on it and if you understand the topic that I'm covering. Even if you don't understand it, make sure you actually leave a comment below with a question so that I can answer that question as well. I know there's a lot of questions coming up right now to your head, but try to watch up until the end of the training so that you can actually clear up as many questions as you guys have during the way. And then when you don't understand something or something I didn't cover, then try to put it in the comment section below. I'll be glad to answer that comment as soon as I can. All right, so mistake number 5 is not using a demo account. Now, I know that not all the brokers have demo accounts, but there's a bunch of brokers out there that have a demo account. So there's no really reason why you shouldn't be using a demo account. There's IQ option, which by the way, you guys will be able to link below in the description of this video. There's high-low, which also have a demo account. There's expert option, which has a demo account. There's binary send, which has a demo account. So there's a bunch of brokers out there that you will be able to find with a demo account, either for Forex, binary options, or CFD. So use a demo before you start trading with real money. So continuing with the training, I'm going to give you 5 powerful tips that will help you get money management skills throughout the time that you go into online trading. And these are powerful tips that I've been giving you for, for a long time now. And many people is not following, but I'm going to give them to you right now so you can write them down and okay, these are the most powerful tips that Christian has actually given me so that I can have money management skills. All right. Tip number 1. Invest only what you can afford to lose. It sounds harsh, but it's the truth. And you only have to invest what you are willing to lose. What you said, I had $10. Like, for example, when you go to a store and you're like, yeah, I want to get a burger because I'm hungry or whatever. I want to get some food. And then you know that you're going to spend like around $10 on something. And you're like, yeah, I'm willing to give the $10 because I want to get some food. So the same thing with online trading. Just invest what you're willing to lose, what you know that you're going to lose. Like, for example, when you're trying to be trained for an airplane pilot, I used to train for an airplane pilot. They actually train you and tell you, when you take off, you're supposed to be ready for the plane to crash. It's part of the training. So whenever you actually take the airplane and you're taking off, you know that you're going to crash. So you have to be ready. So it's the same thing in here, or a similar thing here. So whenever you start trading, you're going to lose money. And you're going to lose it all. So that's the amount of money that you have to take and invest. All right. Don't take money that you can't afford or you're not willing to lose. All right, that's tip number one. Tip number two is invest only 5 to 10% of your balance on each trade. Many people is investing like 20% on each trade. And I understand, yeah, you feel confident because you're winning or something like that, or you know, all this strategy really works 80% accurate. So I'm going to just go ahead and jump and invest 50% on each trade. That's not the way it is. Try to keep 5 to 10% of your balance on each trade, and you're gonna be doing good money management. All right. Tip number 3 is withdraw less than 80% of your balance. There's no reason why you shouldn't withdraw 100% of your balance, because then you're either gonna waste that money or you're gonna reinvest it later on, and then you're like, yeah, I'm gonna reinvest it and everything's gonna be good later on. But the truth is that most of the times you're not gonna reinvest that money. You're just gonna waste it, and then you're gonna have to raise capital again to deposit your funds. All right, that's tip number 3. Tip number 4 is that place no more than 5 trades a day. I know it's tempting to like trade more than 5 a day because you're making money. You win the 5 of them and you're like, yeah, I should continue. But the truth is that that's actually dealing with your emotions, and you're gonna end up like really affecting your good session that you're having right now, and you're not gonna be able to keep on making the same amount of money that you couldn't have done while you were really winning those 5 trades. So place no more than 5 trades per day. And tip number 5 is actually goes hand in hand, is actually stop after 2 losses. Stop after the 2 losses. All right, there's no way that you're gonna be profitable if you're losing more than 2 trades a day, regardless of how many trades you're placing, because you're not having good money management skills. Bottom line. I hope that really makes sense. Truthfully, I really do hope that makes sense. And these are powerful tips that I'm 100% sure that are going to help you, not just like with binary options, so not just like with online trading. It's going to help you in your life, you know, having control in yourself, which is exactly what you need to have if you want to have good money management. All right. Now, following, I want to give you 5 emotion results that you're going to get. What are emotions? You might be wondering, right? Emotion means that you are not having control over yourself. For any reason, you're like, hey, I want to invest more than what I have. I'm going to, ask money here and ask money here, combine it and deposit. That's emotions. All right, you're going with emotions. You're excited. You're right. You're over motivated, because it's being motivated and being over motivated. Over motivated is just too confident. You know, I know you might be you can say, yeah, because I'm too confident, I'm gonna do good. But it's different to be motivated and confident, but being realistic than being unrealistic and just being too motivated and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna make $1 million by the end of the month. So you got to be realistic. These are emotions. So I'm gonna give you 5 emotion results you're gonna have if you don't control them. Okay, first one, making big deposits with little knowledge. So that means that you didn't educate yourself. That means that you didn't read enough, you don't watch videos enough, but you deposit. You didn't take my BLW online trading academy and you're like, I'm going to deposit. Just to give you an example, right? You don't know what you're doing, but you deposit. So that's the mistake number 1. All right. Second is withdrawing after just a few losses. So some people actually do it like, yeah, there's emotions of being too motivated and there are emotions of being too afraid. And you get a few losses during the week and you're like, no, you know what? This is not for me. I'm just going to take my money and go home. So this is the opposite, right? This is the opposite direction. Withdrawing after a few losses. Just take them, all right? Learn from your mistakes. And more importantly, keep on going. Never give up, all right? Emotion number 3, result number 3 of emotions is jumping from demo to real too fast. You're like, yeah, I'm making money with demo. Yeah, because in demo, you're not trading with real money. So you don't really have that emotion control, like to place trades bigger or place more trades or enter certain trades that with real money, you're actually going to be afraid of taking some trades that are going to be winners. And you're probably going to make the mistake of trading with the ones that are going to lose, right? So definitely jumping from demo to real too fast is a huge mistake. It usually happens with emotions when you're making good money on demo, okay? Mistake number 4 is investing more than 10% on a trade following a loss. This usually happens when you actually start trading and you're like, yeah, I'm going to place, I have $100, right? I'm going to put $10 in this trade, and you put the $10 and then you lose that trade. What is it that you do on the following? And this is a very common mistake, is placing the next trade with 20% so that you can recover the losses. But that's not gonna guarantee that you're gonna recover those losses. You might win one, but you're not having money management control. You're not controlling your emotions. Emotions are actually controlling you. So that's mistake number 4. And number 5 is actually one, like the ultimate one. Negativity equals hate. So you start hating the ones that are successful. You start with the negativity, and you actually let negativity to be controlling you, right? And then you become a hater. And you're like, hey, you know what? This guy's getting good results. That's not true. He's a scam. Because I've seen it before. People is like, you know what? I never made any money with binary options. So Christian is a scam because you can't make that much money. And I'm like, dude, that's a hater. That's negativity. So that's also driven by your emotions, right? That's like the final step. So this is all taken over like in order. These are the 5 emotions results you have. So when you see that you're making any of these mistakes, you should stop, control yourself, keep getting education, and then continue growing as an online trader. Now, yeah, I'm giving you all the errors, mistakes, and you're like, yeah, but how do I fix them? So in this video, I'm going to give you 5 ninja tips to trade. Are you ready? Write them down. Ninja tip number 1, get education. Regardless if it's the BLW Training Academy, which is my personal academy, regardless if it's that one, just get education. It doesn't have to be paid. You can get free education online with articles, with videos. You can get education there, right? So ninja tip number 1 is get education. Ninja tip number 2 is follow instructions, right? If you get an education and you're not following the instructions that you're getting through the education, then you're just wasting the time, your time and the teacher's time. All right. So I'm a mentor. I like to help people. But if you don't follow my instructions, then you're just wasting my time. Right. So follow instructions. That's ninja tip number 1. Ninja tip number 3 is practice as much as possible. Don't ever stop practicing. All right. Practice as much as you can. That's why soccer players, professional soccer players are so good, because they practice every day. Right. If we would practice every day on something, we would become professionals at a certain point. So that's exactly what you should be doing, right? Targeting to become an expert, right? Ninja tip number 4 is focus on one strategy. And this is very important, right? I see people like, hey, you know what? I placed 2 trades with RSI, and then 2 trades with support and resistance, and then 1 trade with 2-minute strategy. And I lost 3 and I just won 2. Of course you did. The 3 of the strategies are actually really good and profitable, but you didn't stick to one. You actually were jumping from one strategy to the other, and then you didn't really trade well. You know what I mean? If you would have stuck to one trade specifically, one strategy specifically, you would have been in the money. But the truth is that you were jumping all around and just gambling, basically. So focus on just one strategy. And 5th ninja tip, and the most important one for me, is help others. When you help others, you actually grow yourself. You learn yourself. There's so many times when I'm teaching someone, and I'm learning what I'm teaching, or I'm not applying what I teach, and then I realize myself that I know what I'm supposed to do, but I'm not doing it. So then I start doing it. So helping others is, believe me, not only you're building your karma, but you're also learning yourself everything you need to know to be where that person wants to be as well, which is on the success side. That makes sense, right? And you might be wondering, hey, what is the BLW Training Academy? Or, Chris, yeah, I understand. Yeah, I got to get education, right? But where do I get it? So this is the question, where to get education. And you got to be careful in here, because there's many places out there where they're going to offer you education for like thousands of dollars or even hundreds of dollars. And the truth is that this information is actually available everywhere. But the academy that I built, it was like consolidating everything so that you have one place to learn everything you need to know for as low as $25 one time forever. So you invest $25 and you save the time to actually go all over the web trying to find everything that you need to know in regards to online trading. And I teach you everything in there, including strategies that people are using right now in the Facebook group to either give signals or make a lot of money with their own trading accounts. Guaranteed. I'm not lying here. You guys can watch my testimonials and you guys can join the Facebook signals group for free. And you're going to realize how many people is actually making money through the BLW Training Academy for $25. But if you don't want to pay those $25, you can actually look around online and learn everything related to online trading. Just get education. Bottom line. Second way to get education is hit that subscribe button below in this YouTube channel. And you're going to keep on learning everything related to online trading because I upload videos every single day. We're a big community, over 12,000 subscribers almost right now, over 4,000 members in the Facebook Signals group. Follow me on Instagram. You will be able to join to see my day-to-day and learn from what I do, right? Number 3 is read as many books as you can. Some of them are actually free. I actually made a video before with books that I have read in regards to online trading, crypto and online trading. And some of them are actually free in Kindle and Amazon, right? So I'm actually going to have some links below in the description of this video for some books that you can actually read and are going to teach you. But you can choose any books you guys want on Amazon. And you're going to find a bunch of books. Just try to look at the reviews, of course, in order to see if they're worth it or not, right? And number 4 thing that you can do in order to get education is join my Facebook Signals group 100% free. You're going to learn from admins that are providing signals, and you're going to learn everything you need to know in regards to online trading. And you're going to get free signals in the way. So you're going to end up making money. So my bottom line, and just to close this training, which I really think it's very valuable. And if you find it valuable, give a like on this video. I said I was going to take less, but I had to take my time to actually teach you everything you need to know. And my advice is don't give up. All right. Don't give up. And if you find value in this video, give a like on it, comment your questions below, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more content like this. So thank you for watching this video. I'm going to put some videos that you might be interested in over here. And I guess I'll see you on the next training. Cheers.